which do not actually exist on the surface of the earth. We draw such lines on the globe to make it easier to locate a place. There are two kinds of imaginary lines: latitudes, that is the horizontal lines, and longitudes, that is the vertical lines. These imaginary lines are a network of lines that divides the earth horizontally and vertically. We all know that the axis of the earth is an imaginary line passing through its center, and the two ends of the axis are called poles, the North Pole and the South Pole. The equator divides the earth into two equal halves or hemispheres. The part of the earth from equator to the North Pole is called the Northern Hemisphere, and the part of the earth from equator to the South Pole is called as the Southern Hemisphere. The imaginary lines in each hemisphere drawn parallel to the equator are called as the parallels of latitude. The equator is the biggest of the latitude, also known as the Great Circle. Besides the equator, there are other four important latitudes: Tropic of Cancer at a latitude of 23.5 degrees north and Arctic Circle at a latitude of 66.5 degrees north in the Northern Hemisphere, and Tropic of Capricorn at a latitude of 23.5 degrees south and the Antarctic Circle at a latitude of 66.5 degrees south in the Southern Hemisphere. The set of lines which run from north to the south on the globe are called longitudes. These imaginary lines are also known as the Meridians of Longitude. The word meridian means midday, and hence a meridian of longitudes joins places which have midday at the same time. The longitude that passes through the observatory at Greenwich, England, is the prime or the main meridian, which is marked at 0 degree. The prime meridian and 180 degree meridian forms a circle which divides the earth into two hemispheres. The part of the earth between 0 degree to 180 degree in the east is known as Eastern Hemisphere, and the part of the earth from 0 degree to 180 degree in the west is known as the Western Hemisphere. The latitudes and the longitudes crisscross each other and form a network called a grid. The point at which the latitudes and the longitudes meet is known as a grid. This square shape is a grid. Longitudes help us to calculate the time of a place. We know that the earth takes 24 hours or 1440 minutes to complete one rotation. Let's take a quick recap through this video.
Latitudes and longitudes. Let me see. Let's say this orange represents the Earth. If I draw these lines horizontally on the skin of the orange with a marker dividing it into horizontal slices, these lines will be called parallel of latitudes.
Okay, so these are the parallels of latitude.
Now, if I peel this orange, you will see these lines along the slices.
Yes,
These are meridians of longitudes.
I want to know more about the parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude.
Okay, at first we will talk about latitudes. Lines of latitude, also known as parallels, circle the Earth. The equator lies in the 0 degree, halfway between the North and South Pole. There are several other significant lines of latitude. The Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle to the north of the equator, and
Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle to the south of the equator.
now longitudes. Lines that run from north to south on Earth are called meridians of